Don't worry about the next, cause it's your boy, Chris with the next, back with another spanking new podcast. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you with a dope voice that you can listen to. Now, I want to talk about the Kamelo Anthony case, but before I get into that, I want to shout out my boy, Alexander Dennis. He does a weed dispensary. His place of business is called Winona Dispensary. It's in Minnesota, but he can deliver. You just go on Instagram or Google and type in Winona Dispensary. He got all your needs. He also has a shop that he sells vintage stuff. So you should go check that out too. Now, with the Kamelo Anthony case, but before I get into that, please donate to the show. Cash App, $ Get X Money 09. It helps out with the algorithm. It helps out with advertising. It helps out with a lot of things. You know, if people can donate to Chud the Builder 1 million, you can help a brother out. Somebody who's doing something positive and good. Now, with that being said, with the Kamelo Anthony case, I feel that with the all-white juror, they did the same thing with Emmett Till. They sit up here lying on a brother. First of all, you have to deal with facts. Austin, he came out of thin air and went up to Kamelo and said he wasn't even supposed to be over there. And then, he ran back and got his twin brother. And then Kamelo said, "You put your hands on me, watch what happened." And Kamelo got epilepsy. So, he can't be taking punches like that. And he only poked him one time. And after he poked him, he said, "Oh, I hope, nothing bad happened." Austin ran. Now, with that being said, people don't realize the law. If you jump somebody, they can die from internal injuries. If you sock somebody and their head hit the pavement, if they fall into a coma, that's attempted manslaughter. If they die, you going to jail for murder. You can't be out here like Baddies West or Baddies East or Baddies or the LA boys or whatever, just fighting for nothing. It comes with real consequences. And when you get jumped, you can internally bleed. I remember a case where an Asian woman was married to this white man. Not that race matters, but he was at a bar, he got drunk, and he said, "Let's go have sex." She said no. He simply pushed her down to the ground, kept kicking her in the chest, and she died from internal bleeding. So that's facts there. Second of all, Kamelo Anthony, in the video, they didn't show the video. They said he had welts on his face and he had some of his dreads snatched out. Now, we all know I do patterns. Now listen to patterns. When a black person, a person of color, does something bad, they put the video out there fast, whether it's police camera, somebody else caught somebody doing something, they put that out there. When they don't put a video out there, they say, "Oh, it's 2 weeks. Oh, we can't put the video out there." No, you're protecting somebody. You are protecting somebody. There's a narrative that they're trying to protect. And they gave this child 17 years. They gave this 17-year-old child 35 years. And he gonna be 50 when he get out. No, we're gonna protest. That could be anybody. You got a lot of people who start shit. And before people were like, "Oh, this is against the white people." No. There was a white boy who stabbed a Latino boy, and they had beef, and he stabbed him 20 times. He died. That white boy didn't get no jail time. There was another white boy who cut his father's head off in the pet shop that they owned, and he only got 15 months in jail, and they was like, "Oh, okay. You served your time." There was also a white boy who raped a 13-year-old girl. He got no time. There's rules for us and there's rules for them. And we're just going to call out the bullshit. And I'm not anti nobody. You know, we all God's children. Like God said in the Bible, some people are going to stray away from him. Either for him or against him. You can't walk with God and hold hands with the devil. It work like that. And you know, Kamelo Anthony, he's never had any troubles with the law. He never had any run-ins with the law. But as black people, you know, you can be good as fuck. It's my platform because you're good as fuck, and they don't care. Like Michael Jackson said, they don't really care about us. You could have no criminal record, and still they trying to find a reason to put you in jail. Yeah, I know. I've had my 2 run-ins, or you know, I was doing track and field, and you know, I was just jogging along. You know, I had an Asian cop stop me, and was just like, you know, oh, there's been some robberies in the area. You know, oh, can you take this out of your pocket? Oh, can you? Do you have a card? Can I get your license plate? No, don't do that. Yeah, but a white cop did the same thing. Walking down the street with my backpack, clearly not dressed like a thug, going to school, and he wants to run my name through the system. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'm not anti-cop. There's some good cops and there's some bad cops. You know, I'm not biased against anybody. You know, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. But see, the thing about it is, people want equal rights, but they don't want equal consequences. Equal rights come with equal consequences. An example, you know, you can say whatever you want to say, but it comes with equal consequences. Like Charlie Kirk got popped by a white man saying a stupid mess. You know, I can go on a plane and say, you know, I'll blow this up like 9/11, and I have the right to say that. But then when they strap me down to a chair, or they make an emergency landing, and the police is waiting right there to take me to jail, I'm going to jail because you know you can't say that. But you know, some people have to learn the hard way. It is what it is. All right, that's just my 2 cents. You know, I'm gonna stay on the case. I'm gonna see what's going on. You know, I've been on this case. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave in the comment section. If you listen for Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you hear my voice, because I'm on many platforms. You know, just share me out. You know, you can donate to the Cash App. My Cash App is $GetXMoney09. You'll see it in the bio. You know, help a brother out. Until then, this has been your boy Chris with the Next with another podcast. Until then, I'll see you soon. Thank you. Peace.